What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is mostlydarius. This is the discussion. Today we're going to be talking about a variety of topics. I don't usually do videos where I talk about multiple things at once. I usually talk about one thing in a video. I'm trying to do something different on my channel. I know a lot of people have been saying, oh, come back to YouTube, but I want to come back when I know not that I want to have a purpose of coming back. Obviously, I always have a purpose, but I want to do it in a way that I want to do it. And I feel like I don't want to just pump content out, if that makes sense. But I do got some stuff to talk about with y'all today. So we got Chris Brown and his colorism, alleged colorism. We got the iOS 26 that just came out for all devices across Apple. And we got Cardi B's album. I guess I could start with iOS 26. So basically, if y'all don't know, if you've been living under a rock, or if you have a different device, or if you're not into tech, Apple just released iOS 26. So my thing with iOS 26 is I love Apple, okay? Let me just be clear with y'all. I love anything Apple put out, I'm damn near there to buy. I'm always keeping up. I'm always on point. So I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max, just to keep that in mind for y'all. My phone is not even a year old yet since I've gotten it. Probably since it has debuted, but not since I've gotten it. It's so laggy. I feel like they put iOS 26 out so that they could, push that to the iPhone 17 models that are about to be released. I don't think they were thinking about the users on previous devices. I don't think that that's something that they had in mind, which they usually do. And you know what? I'm going to give Apple some grace because this is the first rendition of the update. There could be an iOS 26.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 down the line. But ew, like it's so slow. I don't like how in messages you can have a background on a message thread, but like when I leave out of that message thread and I go back to all of my messages, the background goes back white. So whatever message background I set with me and my friend, it's not gonna be the same thing that I have, Don't like that. Very laggy. Don't like the way that they have the music app. The music app and the messages app are the two apps I use. Like when y'all was complaining about the photos app being changed from iOS 18, I stayed quiet. I really didn't care too much about that because I'm like, at the end of the day, photos are photos. I utilize the photos app in a different way than most people do. I like to search for things, locations and times and dates and places, and I put captions in my thing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not the average photos app user, so all my shit is tailored. The music app and the messages app, y'all got too much going on. I feel like y'all got the unread filter, then y'all got the unknown senders filter, then y'all got like transactions and promotions, and like this is not the email app, this is the messages app. So I'm not really too fond of that design, but that's neither here nor there. Still gonna get iPhone. That's why they got me. Shouldn't probably admit that, but they got me because at the end of the day, I do like the glass aesthetic that they have going on. I think that is pretty neat. What they're trying to do is neat. And I'm just always interested in what Apple has. I will say I'm more interested in Apple building new products than them giving us new software updates. I don't really care about a new software update at this point because I feel like, well, hold up. Let me stop. I do care about a new software update, but I think Apple should be at the point where we're putting the phones down and we're picking the TVs, the Apple TV, like not just the regular Apple TV, how you can connect it to your display or your TV. No, I want like actual Apple TV. I want actual Apple cameras. Like, I get it, y'all putting that into the phone, but what if somebody don't want an iPhone? I don't know. I just feel like Apple can go so far. Apple can tap into the medical field. Don't know why they haven't done that yet. Don't get me wrong. Apple has tapped into the medical field. Hold up. Apple has tapped into the medical field by way of the Apple Watches. And like, if you can go and look up articles and things like that, like people fuck with the Apple Watch and in the medical field and all that. And the new AirPods about to have some medical shit in there. Like you can like, now I believe they said, what is it called? Let me look that up. Apple AirPods Pro 2 and Apple AirPods Pro 3 offer an over-the-counter hearing aid feature that can amplify sounds and provide customizable listening experiences. So yeah, they're trying to tap into that without tapping into that, because I feel like Apple knows if y'all tap into the medical field, that's a whole different ballgame. So I feel like they're trying to keep it cute real quick. Like the health app is already, you know what I'm saying? But I just think that iOS 26 right now is very laggy, it's very slow. But I feel like I've said everything I got to say about iOS 26. How do y'all feel about iOS 26? Let me know in the comments below. I think next we can just get on to talking about Chris Brown and his alleged colorism. Now, this was a post on Twitter, or X as people like to call it, from XXL magazine, which has been, to my knowledge, a reputable publication in the culture. So they said, Chris Brown is taking a break from social media after being accused by a fan of colorism. On Wednesday, September 17th, a woman shared a video on social media recounting her experience at a recent Chris Brown concert. In the clip, she claimed she and her friends went to a Breezy Bowl XX show with the promise of VIP access from someone in Chris's camp. However, when they arrived, they were told by someone on the crooner's team that there were no more VIP bands available. The woman goes on to claim she saw several fair-skinned women being handed bands after she was denied. Okay, so from what XXL is reporting right now, what I'm gathering is she claimed that somebody from Chris's camp told her that there were no more VIP bands available. Somebody on Chris's camp, if it's not Chris, ain't playing right. Because my thing is, everybody knows these big celebrities have entourages. Before I get to my point, let me actually continue reading. The woman goes on to claim she saw several fair-skinned women being handed bands after she was denied. Me and my friends are watching him give girls wristbands who came way after her, she claims. These girls were mixed, they were light-skinned, they were Blasian, they were white, they didn't look like me. Girl, do any of Chris Brown baby mothers or girls that he fuck with, do they not be mixed or light-skinned or Blasian or white? He don't like y'all. He don't like y'all like that, allegedly. Because I never heard Chris Brown come out his mouth and say, I don't like dark-skinned women. But girl, y'all can't speak, y'all don't understand how actions speak louder than words. Like, so yeah. After getting wind of the post, Breezy reacted on Instagram, "Miss me with the colorist rage baiting," he wrote. "I'ma take a break from social media. Y'all done pissed me off long enough." Chris Brown has been accused of colorism in the past. In 2023, he responded to a similar claim made by a fan. "Stop it," he captioned the image. Stop it, he captioned an image on Instagram of himself in the VIP section with black women around him. "I have black queens all around me. Stop reaching." Stop reaching. Chris Brown is currently on the back half of his massive Breezy Bowl tour, which wraps on October 18th in Memphis, Tennessee. So, looks like Chris Brown has deactivated his Instagram. Chris Brown quit social media over rage-baiting colorist claims. Girl, listen. This is how I feel about it. I don't gotta be around... Listen, take it from me. I'm a gay. I don't gotta be around too many gay dudes to know that I'm not their kind of gay dude. I'm not about to hang around you. I'm not about to sit around you. I'm not about to want to be accepted around you. It's not giving that. It's not giving that. I feel like at this point in your... But you know, I can't say at this point. I'm 23. I can't tell people what point to be at in their life. That's not fair. But for me personally, as a 23-year-old, if I'm a girl... I can't even say that because now patriarchy is coming into play. See how this works? See, the thing that I feel like is... Y'all know the world we live in. And I feel like at the end of the day, the fact that Chris Brown is on a massive Breezy Bowl, he's on a stadium tour right now. He has his audience of people that like him. Now, the people in the audience might not be the people that he want to go home with, though, all the time. And they don't look a certain way. But to be his audience is to know that about him. And that goes to show we don't know who we're supporting. I'm kind of over hearing about Chris Brown. Like, I don't really care. I don't care. Because Chris Brown doesn't care. And y'all don't care because y'all still go to his concert. Y'all still support him. Y'all still like Chris Brown. Y'all don't care what Chris Brown do. So I don't care what Chris Brown do. Chris Brown don't like girls that look like, you know, the girls that they look like. A baby girl that claims that she made these allegations that somebody in his team told you. Somebody in his team told you that he was going to let you in. Or that you was going to get backstage. If you ain't hearing from Chris Brown mouth, or if you don't got it in writing, I ain't fucking with it. They don't be thinking about y'all like that. The celebrity or the entertainer is putting things out to entertain me, and I'm consuming it. It's my choice if I want to consume it. But once I start consuming it, I don't really want to hear myself complaining about what the person I'm choosing to let entertain me is doing because I can stop watching at any time. And I think that's what I want us to understand. And I don't know, this girl that accused Chris Brown of all of this stuff, this is something that XXL magazine reported. But what I do know is, Well, what I would hope is she stops supporting him after this. That's all I can say about it. Like, what do y'all want us to do? I feel like I spent too much time on this topic. Let's get to Cardi B's album. I feel like this kind of should have been a different video for Cardi B's album, but also, I don't have too much to say about it. I am going to listen to it another time to see what I like and what has grown on me. But from first listen with this Cardi B project, what I feel like is Cardi B does not want to do music. I'm ready for Cardi B and Culture to pack it up and get us a show on Bravo. I need that reality TV show from Cardi B. I don't want any more music from Cardi B. I don't think Cardi B is interested in making music. We gotta understand, Cardi B's debut album came out in 2018. Her come up started around 2015 and 16. That's almost like, that's about it. That's not even about, that's a decade ago. In that decade, after 2018, she definitely gave us some hits, inched into the pandemic. But like 2021, Cardi to now, not much motion. Not much motion. Couple singles, yeah. Couple features. I wish she would have kept going on that feature run. But nothing from Cardi that makes me think, hey, we're ready for an album. Because she doesn't seem as confident in the process of the promotion. She doesn't seem confident in the stuff that she's about to put out. The interviews I've watched, she doesn't really talk about her influences, who inspired her. Hey, I'm inspired by this person, or I'm influenced by this person, or I grew up listening to this person. We don't get that type of rhetoric from her. We get a lot about how she grew up in like high school and how she's the drama. And I get it, Cardi B, like being a celebrity, so it's easy to get in drama. You have all eyes on you. Anything you do is the drama. So yes, you're the drama. That's never been a question. But are you really into this music shit? I think that's something that with Cardi B, I think that we're gonna have to start to understand that Cardi B is not as interested in music as we may have thought she was. I think Cardi B seen music as a way to get on and as a fun thing, but I think that the pressure started really coming down on her when people start getting in your ear, and you know, now you're going up against one of the biggest rappers in fucking female rap history. Now, I gotta say, Cardi has opened doors for all the girls that came after her. Doechii, Lotto, what is it, Megan, Sexy Red. I'm talking about, like, Cardi has opened those doors. Like, the door was there. It was cracked open from Nicki. But Cardi said, just let me open that door for, come, all y'all, come on. But in that time, Cardi has not dropped anything. So Cardi B, to me, is like female rap final boss. I feel like Cardi B is going to show the labels exactly where female rap is right now and what it has to hold in the future of the music industry. I definitely feel like after Queen by Nicki Minaj drop and Invasion of Privacy by Cardi B drop, there was definitely a divide and a shift in the culture of female rap. But I feel like now that Cardi B has finally dropped her second album, because Nicki had dropped her second album, well, not her second, her fifth, but in that time span, her second album, she went on that world tour. She, you know, did all her contractual obligations. It's Cardi's time now, and I think that seeing the girls that don't have that big audience like Cardi, like Doechii doesn't have as big as audience as Cardi. Megan, that's arguable. Lotto doesn't have the biggest audience how Cardi does. So Cardi B, like I said, she's female rap final boss right now because it's really going to show us where female rap stands. And I think that right now, I think that I'm not going to be too harsh on the females because let's be real. We got so many of these men out here just saying and doing anything on a song that I can't be mad at the girls, but I don't think Cardi B's interested in music, to make a long story short. I definitely think that there was some nice things on her album because I know I just went on a tangent. I want to make sure that I express to y'all how I feel about the album. The album was okay. I really wish she would have dropped the album in like 2020, maybe 2021, because the timing would have been different. We wouldn't have waited for so long. And it would have been like the shit that she's popping would feel so fresh and so new. It's just like a lot of the stuff on the album was predictable. And I don't want to be hard on Cardi B because we're not hard on the men. But I do want to make it a point to say that I feel like the anticipation didn't match up to the content. But there were some things on the album that were cute. I think that a lot of her singles, like Outside, Imaginary Players, oh my God, she should have never released those songs before the album. She should have just Cardi B was better off dropping like a surprise album or some shit. I feel like when she was dropping those singles and the teasers and dropping the singles and the teasers, it was giving us whiffs of the insecurity. Like, the not being so secure in what I'm talking about on these tracks, because I don't know how y'all gonna receive it. A real rap is gonna come out and they gonna say what they gotta say on the track, and that be that. It's fair how you gotta feel. But I don't think that Cardi B is confident in her raps. And I mean, listen, a lot of y'all don't know how intimidating that shit is, but I do understand that Cardi B has been placed in a position that you, number two, you filling in big shoes, mama. And it ain't even about her not writing her raps. That's like, at this point, it's only been a handful of female rappers, to my knowledge, that have written their own raps, past and present. So it's not about that for me. It's just, for me, it's about like, do you care about rap? Do you care about music? If you do, that's cool. If you do, I can't tell. But if you don't, that's cool, is what I mean to say. I can tell somebody like Doja Cat, while Doja Cat might not primarily care about rap, Doja Cat primarily cares about being an artist. I don't think Cardi B cares about being an artist. I think Cardi B cares about living a soft life, as she should. She, like I said, her come up started in 2015, 2016. Flat Tummy Tea, Fashion Nova. Y'all remember that? Let's be real. Cardi's a vet in her own right. But I think that Cardi B's story is not the story that everybody made it in the beginning. I think that Cardi B's story is more of a, like, she's a more amplified Saweetie. Like, Saweetie don't really rap that, she doesn't rap the best. Saweetie's cute though. She's light-skinned. She got that stuff going on for her. But do I think that these people are passionate about rap? No, I think they're passionate about living their soft lives. And they're able to do that. So why not just put them on reality TV? There's a market for Cardi B on reality TV right now. Maybe hit up Mona Scott. Maybe hit up Bravo, Andy Cohen. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just want to digest Cardi in a way that doesn't feel like, I want to digest Cardi in a way that doesn't feel like it's annoying to her. I want to digest Cardi in a way that feels like, hey, she actually likes doing this. In my opinion, she doesn't like doing music. And going on a tour, she just got pregnant, y'all. She just got pregnant. Going on a tour, I was thinking that her label didn't know that she was pregnant. But then I'm like, if she did a music video with Kehlani, then there's no reason there's no way they don't know she's pregnant. They just probably say, girl, you're going on this tour regardless. Like, we need to make this money back. Like, you're going on this tour. I don't know. My advice to Cardi B, get out this deal. Get out the deal with Atlantic. Go on reality TV. The rest is history. You could talk about how you made Cardi B is better off talking about how she made a mark in female rap and how she did what no other female rapper can do. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people might not like it, but Cardi B is the first female rapper to win a Grammy after Lauryn Hill. She is the first female rapper to do a couple things after the Nicki Minaj. So I think that, you know, respectfully, she should be able to brag on her things. But I don't know if I want to hear her brag on her things in the music, because she don't sound like she want to do the music. On a reality TV show, Cardi B podcast or something like that, that's more Cardi B speed. Let's not forget, Cardi B started off as an influencer and like she was doing her stripping thing and stuff like that. Cardi B was always about the personality. And that for me is why the music isn't resonating, because I feel like doing this press run, I've seen so many videos of Cardi, and I forgot how Cardi talk. I forgot how Cardi's mannerisms are. I forgot how she act and maneuver. I haven't watched a Cardi B interview or performance in years. Oh my God. Another thing I want to, oh my God, I'm so glad that I'm doing this video, because before I end this video, another thing, and I might make a video, so I don't think I'm going to talk about the Salt Lake City premiere in this video, and I don't think I'm going to talk about the VMAs in this video, but I got to touch on the VMAs real quick. The VMA, I don't know, I might do another video about VMAs though. But the VMAs, why was Cardi B not at the VMAs? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why was Cardi B not at least? If Cardi B wasn't going to perform at the VMAs, because now we know she's pregnant. If she wasn't going to perform at the VMAs, why didn't Cardi B present an award? Why wasn't she a host? Where are the Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy this, Stephen Colbert this, Stephen Colbert that, Ellen DeGeneres? Where are her televised TV show performances? We haven't gotten anything, and as I'm recording this video, I see we got a Breakfast Club interview today. I'm shocked that she did that. I was shocked. I was shocked when Cardi B went on Ebro. But I do feel like Cardi B's presence is missing in the mainstream as far as like the MTV VMAs go, and like the last performance I think we got from her was Bongos. Not good. Not that it wasn't a good performance, but like We're not listening to bongos. We're not listening to bongos. I'm listening to WAP over bongos. We're not listening to bongos. But I want to end this video quick and short. I want to make sure that I got all my points across. I think I'm going to talk about Salt Lake City Season 6 premiere in another video. And then I'll talk about the VMAs in another video. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. And just, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff at mostlydarius. Thank you for watching if you got to the end. Let me know what you think about Cardi B, iOS 26, and Chris Brown. Let me know. If y'all listening to Cardi B's album, tell me what y'all got on repeat. Tell me if y'all are surprised by the alleged Chris Brown news, because at this point I don't care anymore. And have you updated your iPhone to, or your MacBook or your iPad to iOS 26? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. But to be his audience is to know that about him, and that goes to show we don't know who we're supporting. The music app and the messages app are the two apps I use. Like when y'all was complaining about the photos app being changed from iOS 18, I stayed quiet. I really didn't care too much about that because I'm like, at the end of the day, photos are photos. The VMAs. Why was Cardi B not at the VMAs? What are we doing?